Hey, the season done started. We put that spanking on Bowling Green. You know what I'm saying?
Tap season.
We come to review the game, have that Vol talk. We just here for a short amount of time, but we here to have a good time. Know what I'm saying? If you want to join the discussion, you see the number at the bottom, 980-349-8454. Holla at the boys. You got something to say before I play the intro, Coco?
Man, you know what it is. It's them Jackson boys -1. Big
Yep.
Cub, Jack boy, you know, talking Vol talk. You dig?
Let's
Finna kick
get
it off. Let's get it.
Let's get it.
I do it, and what's happening to my niggas who move it, came from nothing, this cash flow, we don't.
That nigga hit that golf club out the hot dang on stadium, cool.
Beaming that bitch, boy, I was turned that night.
Yes, sir. I was super turned too, though, man. Who is this in the comment section already? They said they can't play like that against Pittsburgh, fam. Just saying, go Penn State.
Hell, Penn State fan.
Hold up now, fam. Put your name. Who are you, fam? It's a Facebook user on the screen. You know what I'm saying? Put your name in the comment section or call into the show and dispute that. You see the
for real, definitely repping Penn State. The hell?
Yeah, this the big orange boys now.
You did.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm about to go Penn State.
Yeah, Penn State.
They on Facebook though. Can't tell who it is, huh?
Yeah, if that was on YouTube, we'll know who it is. Oh, that's Mateo. That's my boy Mateo. You gotta call in, fam. You know what I'm saying? It's all orange over here. Are you from Tennessee, fam? Originally? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. But what was your first thing that you noticed about the game, cuz?
Well, first and foremost, it was packed. You know what I mean? It was nice to see Neyland Stadium with some fans up in that motherfucker again, man. Really, you know, just that I guess I would say ambiance of a crowd. You know what I mean? Looking down onto that shit just make it feel so good. You know what I mean? I was getting jitters watching it when they was getting ready to kick off. Like I was finna play.
Yeah.
But yeah, it seemed like it was a lot of hype around us for sure. And so yeah, I mean, I was just looking for a clean game, and for us to put up some points. You know what I mean? More than what we did put up. So you know, it is what it is, though.
Yeah, your expectations.
Yeah,
a lot of people don't know about that group chat, but your expectations was high for them boys, and man, like
we didn't even cover though. We didn't even cover.
I know we supposed to won by 38, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like 37.5. It started at 35, and I think it went up a couple points when they announced that Joe Milton was the starting quarterback.
Yeah, who was he fighting for that position for against
though? So it was Harrison Bailey, and Brian Maurer before he left and transferred, and Hendon Hooker, who was a transfer from Virginia Tech.
Yeah.
He already graduated from Virginia Tech. Shout out to V Tech too, beat North Carolina tonight. Hot damn it. Number 10, ranked number 10. V Tech put it on.
North Carolina was ranked number 10.
10. NC was ranked number 10, and they got beat by Virginia Tech tonight. Albeit it was in Virginia.
Yeah.
But still though, you know what I mean? It was 17-10. Wasn't a blowout or nothing, but it was a good game though.
And what was this game played? It was played in VT.
Yep, Blacksburg, Virginia.
I thought they probably played at Bristol or something like that since it's the opener.
Yeah, it was in VTech hometown, home stadium.
Before we get further into the Vols, what's your prediction on that's loud too, that bottom scraping around there. What's your prediction on Clemson and Georgia tomorrow? Before we get into the Vol talk,
my prediction is number 5 versus number 3.
Yes, sir.
It's in North Carolina, so Clemson gonna already have I feel like a slight advantage, but Georgia ain't too far down the road.
Yeah.
I I think Tuck said he on his way to the crib.
All in, all in, touchdown. Yeah.
Yeah. But I think Georgia gonna win. I think Georgia got a more experienced team. Especially at quarterback. They got a cat for Clemson, young boy. So with that defense Georgia gonna put out there, they're gonna come after that ass. So you know what I mean, you better be ready.
Yes, sir.
So, but I think I'm gonna call it 28-21. Georgia touchdown.
That's what I'm saying. My girl is a Clemson Tiger. I got a root for him today, but I think Georgia gonna win it, man.
Yeah.
Clemson, hopefully. I think Georgia gonna win it, but them white boys for Clemson, the one that hit dude in the championship game.
Is he back?
He back, cousin. He's
linebacker. Yeah, he nice.
Real, cuz.
Yeah, he nice.
Yeah. But now we got to get back on the Vols, cause I want to talk about that rushing game. That's what I was impressed with. I was impressed with the offensive line. I was impressed with the you know what I'm saying? The secondary did good.
Okay.
I was shocked with that. We was taller than normal in that secondary.
Look long, didn't we?
We was long. It was bony though, but they was long. And the only thing that really is of my concern is Milton's hesitation. He ain't gonna have that much time playing the SEC team.
Nope.
They coming. I don't care how good your offensive line is. They coming. And
but just imagine if he did though. If he got, I mean, even looking at last night when we had Garantano and a similar line, like it wasn't who we got now. Like I don't know who's better if it's this line or that line. But Garantano was getting his ass slapped, and he was having a little time, but he was getting slapped. Milton was back at bitch flat-footed, like that, just chilling.
Yeah,
I'm like, hot damn, he got some time, and that was a concern too, though. Like, okay, you got all this time, but you missing some throws that you should have been hitting, and he was his progressions. Like, you know, I can go for a minute on some shit I seen from him for sure. The whole scope of things, you know.
Break it on down then, cuz we got plenty of time.
So obviously, all right, with him, like that was my biggest concern. Looking at his previous stop, he transferred from Michigan.
Yes,
I kind of peeped him out this summer and kind of seen what we were getting into with this quarterback, because there was a lot of hype surrounding him transferring in. He transferred in after spring, didn't even do spring ball with us. So my whole thought process, I'm thinking it's going to be Hendon Hooker or Harrison Bailey to start quarterback. This dude come in and he win the job. Don't get me wrong, he got the physique for it. He a big dude, got a strong arm. But my whole concern was accuracy and decision making.
Yeah.
All right, as a quarterback, you got to be able to read defenses pre-snap. I know you playing in an up-tempo offense that Josh Heupel run, but still, you still got reads within the play. You feel me? Yeah. So I saw several times last night where he was sticking to receivers and he wasn't processing things and coming off of people he was just standing there looking at a motherfucker.
Yeah.
And then like when the way he was positioned, we was talking in our group last night, you know what I mean? And I was just kept saying how flat-footed he was, and you know, Touch talked about him looking like a statue and shit. Yeah. And it calls for you to not be able to escape if you need to escape. Like you got to have some kind of bounce so you can, you know what I mean, who. And then when you try to start and stop instantly, you just can't get going like that.
Yeah.
And you don't follow your progressions. There's 4 receivers out there at all time down there. You got running backs that go out and all of that. So you got to be able to check it down and not, because you ain't gonna be able to take too many hits like that in SEC play.
Nah, you're gonna be getting cranked. And what's crazy when you said that he was focused on one receiver, right?
Yeah.
Think about the great quarterbacks. I look at Tom Brady, Joe Montana. I don't never know who they looking at.
Right.
They back there like you don't know what's going on.
Because 9 times out of 10, they either looking off a safety or a corner or a linebacker, whatever the case may be, to come back to another thing. So I don't know if it's just the offense he in, just the scheme, you know, like is it you fake and you go automatically to this guy or that guy? But at the same time, if those guys ain't open, you got to be able to know I got a crossing route coming over, or I got somebody out in the flats or something like that. You just got to be able to process. He needs to process a little faster. I know that was only one game. I think throughout the years from game 1 to game 2, obviously, hopefully we'll see a big jump of him progressing with reads and you know what I mean, just some other things I saw, you know. So I like what I saw. His deep ball, he gonna have to get that shit together. Like he gotta be able to find some touch on some of them deep balls. He got a strong arm. That motherfucker launching shit. I'm talking about 60 yards.
And is he familiar with the playbook yet? Because he didn't have full time to get familiar with the playbook though.
Well, that's why they said he wanted. That's why partly too why he wanted a job. Came in the summer and fall and really jumped in that playbook, learned it. They said it looked like he was grasping it a little better than the other ones, even though they all was kind of still battling. He just they said set himself apart just a little bit more. I mean, with the running, he can run the ball. We saw that last night. He had 2 rushing touchdowns. Big dude, scrambled when he needed to. And then his experience, like Hendon Hooker got experience. He transferred from Virginia Tech. But that, it was kind of his arm, you know what I mean? It was arm a little weak.
Yeah.
So I don't know. The coaches made that call for a reason. And I heard that Josh Heupel recruited Joe Milton out of high school too.
That's a fact. That's the next thing I was about to talk about. He recruited him to Florida out of high school, but he went to Michigan. Probably to play up under Harbaugh, because Harbaugh the truth now, but he ain't doing nothing in college though. So, but that's true. So now he back with him in Tennessee. We're gonna see how it's gonna work out though.
Yeah, I think he still got a lot of upside with him. Like he played 3 years at Michigan. His biggest year was last year as far as like being like starting and then he got hurt and then he got pulled like, I don't know, midway through the season or something. Definitely dealt with a strange year with COVID and shit like that. And so I mean, this is a more normal year. We'll see. I just want to see progression each week. If he can progress each week, and I think we can be a for sure 7-5 or whatever. 8-4. Best case. But hell, you never know. They can shock us, man. If the defense can play like they did, definitely got some opportunities on D2. But let me before we get to D though, let me stay on this offense though.
Yeah, we got to stay on that offense because we had 2 running backs that had 100 yards.
Big facts, and then I was excited about that. I saw 2 cats back there that we ain't had 2 100-yard rushers since 2016, I believe.
Yeah.
I want to say Jalen Hurd and Alvin Kamara.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was them 2 was the last 2 to have multiple 100-yard games. But What'd you like? What'd you like about the running backs? What'd you see that you like? If you seen, I know you was working, but
I watched the YouTube 10-minute game because I couldn't watch the whole game because I work. But when I was watching the YouTube thing, I was noticing that protection was for real, and they was catching them holes the right way. They was hitting them holes clean, and they kept them confused. Because sometimes they was thinking that Milton was going to run the ball. He was running the ball some, but he wasn't a running, dashing quarterback. But those running backs was taking advantage of the holes, and the offensive line was doing their job. But to me, I think the best running back to me is Smalls.
Jabari Small, number 2.
Smalls, yeah,
he's nice.
Yeah. What's good, Mike Dean checking in? We appreciate you checking in on the show. We appreciate you, family. If you got anything you want to talk about on that Tennessee game that just happened yesterday, call in and tell us your perspective of what you seen about the Vols, family.
How was the city, Mike Dean? Was the city lit a little bit down there in the K?
Yeah, we wasn't at home. So
what the atmosphere was like.
Yeah, what the atmosphere was like, fam. I gotta plug up the labby lab. My fault.
Oh, you good? Anybody that's watching, man, tuned in. If you in the K, how was that atmosphere yesterday, man? That's one thing I do miss about being home in this time of years is having that, going up and down the strip, going to the game, whatever. Being in that at vibe, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I don't know, cuz I was talking to Josh and I was telling Josh Jabari Small looked good in the little time he had last year, playing behind Chandler.
Yeah.
And who else was there? Oh, Eric Gray. He didn't get a whole lot of burn, but when he did get in a few times early in the season, he looked good. He looked real good. And I was like, okay, I like this cat, freshman. But he actually on a Doak Walker running back award watch list for this year. I was like, wow.
Yeah, yeah.
For him to not have a whole lot of PT and already on a watch list.
He agile, like he was
powerful too, and got good speed. Like he got good speed, but hey, I ain't gonna bullshit. Tyon Evans, he was the #1 JUCO running back coming out last year. That boy looked good too, man. He got good speed, good agility, powerful. And I think he only get better with time too. Like he gotta adjust to the big boy league. You know, coming from a JUCO.
Yeah.
You feel me? I ain't played no D1 ball. Jabari played last year. So he kind of got his feet wet already. I think as they go, you know, game one, as they go, his confidence will build. Both of them can't feed off of each other. I think they're a nice 1-2 punch just from looking at what I saw in game one.
That was a real good 1-2 punch. But you know what? Like to me, Tennessee always had talent. The talent is there. The people go other places and get to showcase their talent. They go to the league and showcase their talent. I think Tennessee has always had talent, but we just didn't know what to do with it, with the leadership of the team. So if they don't know what to do with it, then they can't make the best out of it. So now that we got a coach that I think is offensive minded, I think he's going to be able to showcase them and highlight them and make it easier for them to do what they're good at doing.
Big facts, big facts.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about these receivers though. What you think about them receivers from what you saw?
I can't really grade the receivers yet because like
we was very vanilla. We didn't show a whole lot.
We didn't show a lot. Milton was overthrowing them. Like they was burning people too, and he was overthrowing them. They had them wheels. Know what I'm saying?
It was 2 plays though. He put that bitch right in a chest. And Jalen Hyde, he dropped that bitch twice. I was like, I'm talking about boom.
I was happy that the running game did the numbers because we didn't have a 100-yard receiver.
Nope.
We didn't have a 100-yard receiver. So I'm kind of concerned about it, and I'm kind of excited about it too because I didn't get to see nothing.
Well, like I said though, they came out throwing that little short game, like they do the little quick hitters. They was doing the little quick hitters early on. Then they was taking their shots, and Milton missed a few of them. And then when he did hit like some of them deep crossing routes, he was putting it on them. I give him that. He put it on them, but that boy dropped 2 passes. The little stud wide receiver we got from South Carolina, Jalen Hyde, sophomore, dropped 2 big boy passes. So, you know, maybe that's just first game jitters, you know, just getting the season back going. I don't know what it was, but dude arm is incredible. Yeah, like I said, this is just a quick assessment of game one. We can't say, you can't really you know, be highly critical or, you know, be overly joyed about what came out of the first game. You know what I mean? I feel like, you know, obviously we want to see perfection, and him, like one thing I didn't want to see was a turnover. Like I didn't want him to throw no picks or fumble.
Zero against that team.
But
now, who we got next though, cuz?
Pitt. Yeah, that should be a good test right there to get us. And then it's Pitt, and then we back down to a cupcake team, and then we jump into SEC play, I believe.
Yeah, and we're at home at Pitt. That's good that we got 3 games before the SEC too. But this our weakest schedule in my lifetime, to be honest with you. It's weak. Yeah,
because we usually up there as far as like, you know, playing one of the hardest schedules in the nation. And I think that goes to Arkansas this year. they got a mean ass schedule.
Yeah. And like I need us to win 7 games this year with this type of schedule. I need it.
You would think it's in our favor too, right?
Yeah, it's in our favor because we should be 3-0 out the gate.
Right.
Yeah, and then we play Florida, ain't it?
Nah. Is it Florida?
I think. Well, let me check the schedule again.
Yeah, that's what I was finna do.
Troy said, "I don't think I'm a real fan of the portal."
The transfer portal, probably. If that's what you're talking about, call in, Troy. Chop it up with us for a second.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Mm-hmm.
Hot
See,
damn.
check the statistics, cuz. Check the statistics for the people.
I'm trying to see what Florida, 4th game of the year.
Talk to me about the coach. Yeah, I thought it was Florida because they
it usually is, but it fucked me up last year. We played them at the last game of the year.
Mm-hmm.
It was crazy. So we got Pittsburgh, Tech, and then Florida, Missouri, South Carolina, Ole Miss, Alabama, Kentucky.
That's
that's a nice because Ole Miss ain't gonna be no slouch this year. People hyping them up to be like one of the hypest offense in the country with Lane Kiffin. But if we beat Florida some way somehow,
5-0.
Yeah, because we're gonna spank Missouri on the road and spank South Carolina at the crib.
Okay.
And then we get Ole Miss, Alabama, Kentucky.
Yeah.
Like we can do some damage for sure. Biggest game of the year, I feel like, depending on where we sit at after Kentucky, is gonna be that Georgia game at home. I'm fucking around, have to take off for that. Come home.
I need to. I was telling people that I was gonna come. We was gonna do the show. Hold on, what? Yeah, that we're gonna talk about that, Troy. We're gonna talk about that. We would highly appreciate it if you called in to us and discussed a little bit of that. You know what I'm saying, about the if you can, family, because I know, you know what I'm saying, we got the pod to do tomorrow though. But
yeah, because he was bashing my boy. Now I ain't forget. Hot damn it! Now on y'all on the Two Brothers podcast, Troy. Talking about he got a street on behind Gus's and ain't got no love. You know what I mean? They show T love, man. It ain't the kind of love that us as black men or black people want to see. But he gets show love, man. Just because he didn't get the job don't mean we you know what I mean? They don't like him or none of that shit. Yeah. But T gets show love, man. Everybody know what he done for our university, man, and for the city of Knoxville. So, you know, shout out and salute, man. That's what's up, man. Josh Heupel and a new AD, you know, even doing that, man, to represent 4 black men like it.
Yeah. And what's crazy is that do Peyton Manning got a statue out there? Statue, dude?
No, I don't think so.
T. Martin, the first person with a statue in front of Neyland Stadium. Wow. That's crazy. He said, hold up, Jack. Don't get carried away with those wins, bro. And then he said, dude, you straight capping.
Nah, ain't no cap. I'll pull it up and tell you the time to go back and look.
Nah, I remember that too, because I was agreeing with him. You called me. I was at work. You said, cuz y'all bored jiving on the statistics on the Two Brothers about Peyton Manning.
Yeah, about Peyton and shit. Not ever winning and this and that. And I ain't won no SEC championships, but you know, that's another talk.
It is what it is. It was early. I was on that thing like it. You know what I mean? Them Vols. We got to talk about them Vols too, more and more and more. Now we need to get into the defense, and we need to get into the special teams and everything, because it looks solid to me.
Yeah, special teams, obviously we ain't see a whole lot from, because they ain't really score. They had 2 field goals, so we had, I think, 3 opportunities for returns. And then I really wasn't done with offense, because honestly, I just wanted to say, like, you like we both just said, like, they was very vanilla. It didn't show a whole lot. So I don't think we really saw everything from the offense to really even be like super critical, you know what I mean? So
yeah,
but like you said, it was good to be able to see us run the ball.
Yeah, that's true. We ran the ball well. We had 200 and we almost had 300 yards running because the quarterback got some.
Yeah, he had about 50.
Yeah, but the throwing it needs improvement, and I can see us being able to put up 40 a ball game. I could see that, but
I just got to see more from the offense though. Once I start seeing more plays, more designs and stuff like that, you know, I think he got a little more up his sleeve. Hype will do, and it'll be a week to week basis just based on what kind of defense they playing.
And Hypo, he run a West Coast offense, don't he? That wasn't pro. That was West Coast.
I just know up tempo. Yeah, whatever.
West Coast, short slants, right quick.
Yeah.
That's how I play. Like that's that Niners type of ball.
Yeah, quick hitters, and then hit you with the pump and goes and stuff like that. Because I kind of watched his UFC. He said 3 and 9. You ought to go take a nap, man.
Yeah. Okay, so Hyatt, Tillman, Peyton, and Fink Fant is the tight end. He only caught one ball.
Princeton Fant, yeah, and then Jacob Warren caught a pass, the other tight end.
Yeah. The running back Smiles caught a pass.
Yep. Like we didn't even show a screen game or none of that. Like I think that's a real good screen offense. And yeah, I think, you know, as we kind of scheme a little bit more against better teams, we'll see a little more dynamic to our offense and not just something vanilla. You know what I mean? Zone right, zone left, trapping. They was doing some trap runs, and then just your quick little out routes and a couple go routes, and that was about it. But it was a play. I wish you could have had it pulled up where he, with that last touchdown he threw, the deep ball. If he was in the pocket, I think it was a tight end or a running back wide open going down the field on the right hand side, but he ended up throwing that, like, which luckily we were playing a team lesser than us, and the wide receiver Tillman made a nice play on it, but he could have had an easy, just a little touch pass out to the running back over the top for a 6. You know what I mean? You're gonna throw that, like, it's little stuff like that. His decision making gonna have to be better playing against better defenses, and
it's gonna have to be quicker too, because playing at SEC, the offensive line look good now, but playing against the SEC, they're gonna be coming. When he played Bama, he ain't gonna never see nothing like that in his life. When they just coming after you. But you want to look at some of the highlights on the offense, cuz, right quick?
Yeah, let's see something.
Got some of the highlights on the offense right quick, and you know what I mean? See some of the game right quick while we just cooling.
That look like Josh Dial now. Hold up now. That's throwback. Yeah, that's throwback. That's Alvin Kamara and Jalen Hurd.
Unknown caller.
Hold on. We got a caller calling in now. So
yeah, that was throwback.
We can give him a
call from.
Hello, you calling in to the boys, man?
To accept, press.
You calling in to them boys? What's good?
What's going on, man? What's up with them Vols, man?
What's up, Tuck?
What up?
Yeah. We was talking about how the offensive line look, how Milton looked, the running game looked strong. Talk to us about what you seen, fam, and your perspective on the game.
You know, everybody it's really refreshing just to be away from everything old that we had going on, from JT to, Pruitt and all them boys. Just everybody excited for a new start, man.
Yeah.
It was very, very refreshing.
You heard
him? Yeah, what y'all thought of the quarterback?
That's what we've been on mostly is Milton touch. You know, like I was telling Cuz, man, like even before the season started, me and you had our talks about him, and my biggest thing was going to be his decision making and accuracy. How accurate would he be, and how decisive would he be with his throws? And a lot of people was just saying that, like, Heupel's offense is catered to kind of telling you where to go with the ball, and you can definitely see that last night with him.
It make it elementary.
Yeah. He don't have to think as much, so he's not reading progressions. It's either it's going to be either that slot man or that outside man to one side. Can you not come back to the other side, or you know what I mean? I want to see that, man.
Right. And then, all day I've been seeing a lot of people trying to be critical of the quarterback and the play calling, but last night was something like a scrimmage, so we weren't gonna put a lot on tape.
Yeah.
I think everything we did was super simple. We ran this way, we do it that way.
Very vanilla, man.
Right. Even on defense, if you pay attention to the defense, how many times did you really see them blitz?
Right.
Yeah.
And they even commentators was even saying that. They was like, when is Tennessee gonna get after them? And we didn't really have to. We was getting pressure with our front four. Yeah.
If you can knock them out with the jab, then that's just, sometimes you got to hit them with the jab. We ain't got to put everything on film. So
yeah, for sure.
I think next week and the following week, not so much the following week, if we could take out Pitt without showing anything, we might not have to pull nothing out the bag either. But I think everybody watching that Florida game.
Yeah, that Florida game. Oh, wait. Yeah.
The Pitt, I think, I don't know. I've been thinking about how well that Tim Banks, the defensive coordinator, know Pitt, because
playing Penn State.
So he out of everybody, he's gonna be more familiar on what they do. So we may have to leg up on them there. But if we can get our offense clicking at the rate of speed that our offense is moving, it's gonna be hard to stop.
Big facts, no cap. But like I said, that boy better get that motherfucking deep ball together, that accuracy.
I mean, but I'm just saying, I love a deep ball to get overthrown because it keeps your DBs honest. Because in the SEC, if you can't throw that deep ball, what Alabama do on the third year, they're gonna cheat up on us, and we can't do nothing else because they don't respect our deep ball.
That's true. That's true. That's how they always be.
Since Tyler Bray.
Yeah.
We ain't had no deep ball thrower since Tyler Bray. That's been 7-8 years.
That's been a long time.
Nah, I disagree. I think
I don't care.
I think Dobbs was a decent deep ball thrower. He had a lot of good deep ball.
He was decent. If he played in the NFL for a couple of years, so you know he got some type of deep ball. But he wasn't just a major. He gonna trick you with his feet before he deep ball.
Yeah. But when I think and look back on it though, I can call out some plays just that I remember deep balls.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I get what you're saying though. I'd rather them get that motherfucker out there than be under throwing shit and shit like that. You know what I mean? Having to make motherfuckers stop. Mm-hmm. So they need to just throw them deep balls from like our own 20 and shit.
Yeah.
Right. You know, that was like a scrimmage to me. You could tell how they ran it and how to play. They probably caught 6-7 plays last night.
Yeah.
That's facts, you know. That's what I was telling Cuz, a couple zone reads, some zone plays, and some little off misdirection plays, and then a couple of those little quick passes they do. Couple shots, and that was it, man. That's you can't get no more vanilla than that. We ain't run no kind of trickery, no screens, no nothing, man. It's just a few crossing routes. So we kept it. He probably had a play sheet with 15 to 20 plays on that motherfucker.
Yeah, but we got to see more effort out of Milton, man. When you keeping the ball, man, like he was watching, like he doing more watching than running.
Yeah,
you got to run the ball when you see that you know what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. Once you make that decision to zone read and keep, you know what I'm saying, you got to run that ball.
Take off, yeah. He was a little soft with it.
Yeah, he tiptoeing.
Yeah, that offensive line was doing their job too. That offensive line was doing their job like real well. He was heavily protected.
Right.
Yeah.
And our starting center went out, so I show you they got a good little too deep, possibly.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Now talking about some defense a little bit. We got Cuz 420 on here. He said we're gonna run the fuck out the ball on Pitt, and he said shit. Bowling Green was playing 8 deep, but to get on defense a little bit, what y'all think about the defensive backs having the most tackles? Both defensive backs had the most tackles. Is that a good thing or a bad thing in y'all perspective?
Go ahead, Touch. I'll let you go ahead and see what you think.
I think in the system that we play, it's a lot of nickel. So you got, even though on the depth chart he may identify as a safety, a lot of times when you're in the nickel is like a hybrid linebacker anyway. Ideally, you will want your linebacker to make the most tackles, you know. Yeah. Ideally, but Theo Jackson, how they using him, he doing a lot of walking up and he's doing a lot of dropping back. So he kind of in both spots. So naturally, he's gonna have a lot of tackles. But you know, we would like to see Jeremy Banks and the other boy from Texas had the most tackles.
Jawan Mitchell.
Jawan Mitchell, yeah, and you know we had a couple players out on defense. The Byron Young boy was supposed to be a good, but he's still waiting on his eligibility to clear. So we're gonna see what he look like hopefully next week.
Speaking of that, why the hell is it taking so long? Like, why the hell they ain't got that? He done had all summer. How the hell they ain't got that man cleared yet? There's something going on with that.
Man, I was thinking about that today. You know, in today's age, I mean, back in the day, if somebody transferred when we was young, bro, like, them niggas ain't gonna play to the next year, period. You know how that shit was. So today they showing a little more love, so you might miss a game or two before they get you cleared, but they will get you on the field the same year. So it's a little more player oriented, and you know what I'm saying, players getting paid. So the NCAA.
But he came from JUCO though. So he came from JUCO.
Yeah, but he came from JUCO, and he also didn't play a season last year. He got offered off all his practice film. Byron Young. So it's like, I don't know the hang up. I don't know enough about it to really speak on it, but you know, they said they will try to get him on the field this year. They expect him to play. So
Yeah,
maybe the Florida game. Maybe not this next year.
I hope so.
Do it bother y'all that we didn't cause no turnovers?
Now we got a pick.
We got a pick.
I thought we got a pick.
We did.
It was late. It didn't really matter. It didn't matter, but
Jalen McCullough got a pick off at tip. It was a tip pass, and they called pass interference on us, but he picked it anyway. They said he dropped it though, and it was just turned over.
It didn't count though. It didn't count, did it?
No, they said it was incomplete, but it was a turnover on downs or some shit because it was like they called pass interference.
When you gonna cause a lot of turnovers when you rushing the quarterback, and I don't think we did a lot of it.
We just rushed with our front four, and that was it. And like you said, I ain't tripping that our DB had the most tackles because Touch hit it right on the head. He was playing in a box a lot, so he was close to the line of scrimmage. And the only thing I was worried about some of them pass plays they got off on us, but for them to only have 6 points. I mean, I can't be pissed off.
That's good though, but damn, we need 2 picks and a fumble against Bowling Green. Somebody got to get slapped now.
Yeah,
I feel
you on that.
We got to get a turnover or something on Bowling Green because
we gotta be dominant. We gotta be more dominant.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We held our own. I mean, they were saying that they was a lesser team in their conference, so we should have whooped them a little harder. But we would have liked to see our defense be more dominant.
Yeah.
Let me look it up real quick, but I think rushing like them motherfuckers didn't even have over 30 yards or some shit.
I mean, the only play they really had was that wheel route out of the backfield. Did y'all see that when he caught it with
one hand,
running back?
Yeah.
I just want to see what they rushing yards was though.
I got a question for you. I got a question for you though, Touch. What was that in that glass last night when we was in the group chat? Was that apple juice or what was that?
That's a little, you know what I'm saying? That's like some top shelf brew, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Nah, that wasn't no tequila. That was some IPA.
The IPA, boy.
Okay.
Something in between beer, something in between wine, something in between. Okay. You know what I'm saying? That ain't the daddy yet. So you know what I'm
saying? I had to troll you, fam. But I was at work cutting up when you posted that. I was just cutting up, fam.
All right, how much rushing yards? How much rushing yards you think Bowling Green had last night? Too?
It's on the screen. 420 gave us the facts. Now,
nah, he off
36. I say 36, and I ain't looking at nothing.
And what I just said, I said they ain't have over 30 yards rushing. Before I even looked, the motherfuckers had 24 rushing yards. Come on now, I got shown some love off that though.
That's good.
That's what's up. I knew it was lovable. Hell yeah, that's way better.
Mm-hmm.
And then receiving.
Yeah.
Oh no, them motherfuckers had my bad. They had 32 rushing yards. My bad. And then receiving yards, they only had 187.
What do we have to receiving though? What do we have receiving?
We ain't need to throw the ball though.
Yeah.
We ain't even throw that bitch really. You know what I mean? Except for the first half.
Yeah.
But hold on, we had 326 rushing and 145 passing.
That's old Tennessee football.
That's 500 yards. That's winning game. That's winning football.
Yeah,
damn right. Shit.
That's a fact. I like his conversation, man. Them Vols, man. Well, so since we talked about the offense, we talked about the quarterback, the defense, and everything. What's your perspective and what your prediction is on the Pittsburgh game next week?
Go ahead, Touch.
Man, I don't know a lot about Pittsburgh, but somebody out of conference, we would like to think that we're a more physical team. We would want to think that, you know what I'm saying? That's the first thing I'm going to look at to see, you know what I'm saying? We kind of mediocre SEC team, but we would like to think that we'll be more physical. I don't know enough about them, man.
Really, yeah.
I hope we can really beat them without pulling too much out the bag like we did last night. I don't know.
I
don't know. We're going to see.
I got a question, too, for you, Touch.
Home field advantage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we do got home field advantage.
I got a question for you, Touch, and if you know anything about it, Snake, you can chime in. what happened to your boy last night? Where was he at? He was a non-factor.
Who?
Velus Jones Jr., our leading receiver, returning receiver from last year.
Go ahead, Snake.
He didn't play. He didn't catch a ball. That's all I
know.
What's up with that, man? And he looked disgusted on one of the clips I saw on Twitter too. He looked disgusted walking off the field.
Man, you know, I feel like when a new staff come in, it's really a fresh start for everybody. And, you know, receiver one of them positions when you put. I mean, if they ain't no receiver when they got her, so it's like they just, you know how it is, Jack.
Assessing the situation.
I mean, receivers, they ain't gonna be biased because they don't know what you did before they got here. I mean, they see what you put on film, but they still giving everybody a chance. Everybody's starting with a clean slate.
Yeah.
And I've been hearing a lot about the transfer from Mississippi State and Jimmy Callaway. You know, he was a quarterback in high school, but they said he been shining in fall camp. So, and last night he was injured, but I don't know if he was injured or they just want to get him healthy before the next game. They ain't want to. Because we had two good receivers that didn't play last night. Maybe they held them out because it's some plays that we got with them that that's gonna put us up in the game. I don't know. We'll see.
Who was the other one? I know Callaway didn't play.
Jimmy Callaway and Ramel Keaton.
Oh yeah, Keaton. Yeah, why the hell he didn't play?
I don't know. He's the tall receiver. I like him.
Number
man.
80. Yeah.
I think we can get the ball to him deep, man. Because he was a track guy in Georgia, and we can. You know, with Milton, we can throw it over everybody's head and see can he go get it. So I don't know. We'll see.
Man, yeah. So we'll see. I was just curious, man. Like he was supposed to be that guy. You know, senior, a lot of experience, shit. But I ain't seen him catch.
Cuz 420 said Keaton low on the depth chart. Keaton low on the depth chart. That's what he said.
Oh shit!
But I feel like they're gonna give everybody in-game chance, especially them receivers, because as fast as we go, you're gonna play 8 receivers, man.
Yeah, motherfuckers gonna be tapping out.
And them niggas running downfield and ain't getting the ball, bro. That shit, hey, you'll be tired as fuck running our way out there and ain't getting the ball. That's why you gotta rotate so many of them.
Yeah, you see
every time you get a first down. They coach them to get a ball to the referee. You see how he's running the ball to the referee.
Straight to them so they can get lined up.
Yeah, you in the AD, you playing.
And down the way they ran that ball, they had 300 yards. You got to be a blocking receiver too, playing for this ball.
Yeah, that's true too, cuz that's a good point.
You got to be a blocker.
You got to be able to block. Yeah. He a little light in the ass too. He a little light.
You might not get a chance.
Yeah, especially in the SEC. In the SEC, you know, the new thing is to have taller and bigger corners. You know what I'm saying? You got to be a tall corner because if they recruit you as a smaller corner, if you under 6 foot, okay, Snake, say you get recruited to Alabama and you ain't 6 foot and you a corner. Say you don't work at a corner. If you don't work out at corner, where they going to put you at? Where can you go?
They going to put your ass at linebacker.
Yeah.
I don't
know. Just bullshit on the bench.
Yeah, that's where you're gonna be at. That's what I was about to say. You're gonna be sitting down.
You're gonna be a tutor. But look, if you 6'3" and 6'2" and 6'3" and you don't work out, we can at least put you a receiver. We can put some weight on you, put you at tight end. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man, you under 6 foot, you ain't really getting recruited, man.
Not you see, you're gonna have to go to the
and you got to block, like you were saying. You got to block.
Yeah.
That's what Trooper used to call our ass wide blockers. You ain't no wide receiver, you a wide blocker.
That's important.
Right.
Yeah, you was there when they had Aaron Foster too. They was running the ball 35 times a game. So if you ain't blocking.
Yeah, if your thought process was when I'm gonna catch the ball, your ass was on the sideline, bitch. You better say, I want to go block first.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
Hey, but we appreciate you calling in, Touch Tone. If you got any more things you want to talk about them Vols, tell us something. Ask us a question.
Hey, I want y'all to. I know. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't no 865 residents no more, but you know what I'm saying? I feel like Knoxville football. I'm not a Knoxville resident either no more, but Knoxville high school football, it's a lot going on, and I feel like it's a lot to talk about maybe next week. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of Power 5 players in the area.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That should be talked about. You know, we got a player at West High School where we all went. He committed to Michigan State. You know, and some big name guys in the early.
Running back, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
No, it's a receiver. I think his last name Blur.
Mm.
Yeah, he's going to Michigan State. He's a senior. I think he's injured right now, but yeah.
That's what's
you know, West played Halls tonight, and Coach Cummings is at West. I mean, at Halls. Coach West and Jack was there.
Yeah.
So you know that was a homecoming game for Coach Cummings. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. You see, Josh Heupel and Rodney Gardner was out there. Rodney Gardner was out there. Powell, and who the hell Powell was playing? Carnes. Yeah. Yeah.
They running back.
Now Snake done slid up out of here.
Let's do it then, cuz. We're gonna hit you up, fam.
Okay, bet.
Appreciate you,
fam.
I'm
finna watch. I'm gonna hit y'all later.
We about to get up off this thing here in a hot second. Cuz 420, call in right quick before we head up off of this thing, family.
Who is that, cuz?
That's 420. He was on our first show ever, fam. He was on the first one ever. You remember? Call in 420 right quick. Call in, holler at us. But talk to me though, cuz. Talk to me about something else that you seen and you noticed.
Well, I was hoping Tuck could give me his prediction, what he thought the score was gonna be.
He hurried up and got off of that, didn't he?
Yeah, because he said I don't know too much about him, but yeah. Man, I mean, it wasn't a whole lot more I saw really, cuz that's outside of, like I said, they just kept it plain Jane, man, and didn't really tip their hand to show too much. So, you know, like the biggest takeaway for me was just running the ball. We ran the ball very well.
We got one more caller before we head up off this thing.
Press 1 to send a voice.
Let's do it. What's going on, fam? You calling into them boys, man? We got that Vol talk going. Talk to us, fam.
What it do, my brothers? What's up, Jack? What's up, Snake?
What's good?
What's going on, 420?
Slew. I ain't know because the name threw me off. I know that bit tone Slew.
Yeah.
You know, I got a bunch of aliens.
Yeah, it threw me off. What's good with you though, fam?
Talk to us about what you seen, fam. What you seen on the game, what we need to improve on, what we was good at. Now, talk to us, fam.
Man, y'all already hit all the points for real. We ran a really basic offense. We didn't really show shit. I don't think we showed shit on defense for real. I feel like though we got some potential, man. You feel me? We got a lot of playmakers. It's just about execution, man. That's all we got to do is execute, man. Okay. If we figure out how to way to execute, which I feel like with hyper track record, you feel what I'm saying, and developing people and pushing people, and quarterbacks especially, we're gonna be straight in the long run. You feel me? But I'm being optimistic because I am every year.
Me too.
We all are.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But on paper, what bro has done in the past, if he continue that in the SEC, man, we should be straight. I think we going 7-5 though. You feel me? That's what I think. 7-5.
Oh, that's what I hope we go 7-5, fam. To be honest with you, the schedule week this year. Do you agree with me that this is the weakest schedule in your lifetime, fam?
Yeah, it is, because our non-conference games outside of Pitt is terrible. Yeah. But we needed that though. We needed that.
Yeah,
we needed that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We need that right now to develop what we got going on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Josh Heupel first year. It playing our favor. You know what I mean? So, what we got four games away from Neyland this year. So I mean, hell, if we can win 8, that's why I said 8, man. You know, it's gonna be tough to beat Georgia at the career for sure. But that's the game. That's the 8 game right there.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, everybody, people forget though, in this terrible season we just had, we fought the hell out of Georgia, bro. And fought the hell out of Alabama. Yeah. You know what I mean?
The first half, we were first half team.
Yeah, but you see, I don't know yet because we ain't played nobody credible, but I've seen some adjustments. We struggled in games like Bowling Green before. You feel me?
Like what I'm saying.
We struggled in them.
Georgia State, BYU.
Yeah. To come out and go 24-0 second half.
Yeah.
I'm fooling with it. I got to give him praise, considering where we came from. You know what I mean?
For sure. It's definitely a breath of fresh air to see some points being scored and not putting up 17, 13, hot down 12, little goofy ass points like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It was not the way everybody wanted it and expected it. But again, 38 points, bro. Like, what more could you ask for? You already caught it out, 500 yards. What more can you ask for? And look, I'm gonna make a call. I'm gonna say we might have a new Travis Stevens, Travis Henry. If that line do right, we might have a new Travis Stevens, Travis Henry with that tandem. Ooh. I'm all about the running game. I'm super hyped. I'm a Milton dude, but I'm really hyped about that running game. We'll see what they do though. You feel me?
And that take pressure off of Milton too by them being able to run and he being able to run. That's originally Tennessee football, running the ball.
Yeah. That's what we do.
Yeah.
Pound that rock.
He said that, like, people keep saying they talking about his offense that he runs and all this high pass and sprint, but really, bro, he always talk about we gonna run the ball, bro. That's why I think they gonna run the ball against Pitt. They get another 200 yards on the ground, 250 yards. We not losing. We run 250 yards against Pitt. We not losing. There's no way we lose.
Yeah.
And I think we can do it. I feel like you're gonna every week or week in and week out, you're gonna get at least 30 to 50 from Milton, just off some of the design runs and then maybe some breakdowns.
Mm-hmm.
And then if we can stay steady Eddie with them two running backs, Small and Evans, and then possibly even bring along Jalen Wright, because he was hyped up a lot in camp this year and he looked good as a freshman. So you know, he got to be ready, because you never know. It's gonna be it's a big boy year. We back to a regular schedule year, 12 games. You're gonna need 3. You're gonna need 3, 4 running backs. So hell, even D back with some of them big boys can get in there and do some work too. So I think we got a solid group of running backs. Wide receiver gonna have to step the motherfucking cookies up though for sure. Because that boy Milton got an arm. He got an arm, so the boys gonna have to catch that shit when he hitting them in their motherfucking chest.
You see what Jalen Hyatt said on Twitter though? He took his accountability. He said, "I'm gonna do better." You feel me? Jalen Hyatt too, bro. He gonna have a breakout year. No doubt in my mind. He gonna have a breakout year. We got Milton and Cedric Tillman seems to be his favorite receiver, so he probably gonna break out too. But I believe Hyatt gonna be have the best year out of all of them. He'll fix it, bro. You know what I mean? He'll fix it, and we'll be straight.
Well, real quick, my last question for you, Slew. What you think going on with Velus Jones Jr.? You said, you just mentioned Tillman and Hyatt. You didn't say shit about Velus.
Because me and my uncle, literally my Uncle Randall, we just got done talking about the shit. He hurt, bro. He recovering from an injury. I forgot what he said he hurt, but he recovering from an injury. I had to Google it, try to figure that out, but they said he ain't really do too much. He was like 90%, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
that's what
he probably only really let him play really because last year, you feel me? So it's like, shit, we're going to let you try to do something, but I heard he wasn't 100%. So.
But Milton didn't even go to him though. I was like, unless that was by design or whatever. But you know, it is what it is. I just thought he was. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know if it was by design or not. I couldn't tell you. I know Velus gonna get his touches in the long run. You feel what I'm saying? He's gonna definitely get his touches. Everything was so vanilla yesterday, bro.
Yeah.
All they did was run some RPOs. You know what I mean? And spread the field out. And when they had 8 deep, he had no choice but to run the ball. You feel me? And maybe they was forcing the ball deep. I feel like motherfuckers was getting open, but they still like was forcing it. They didn't have to really throw the ball. They could have just ran it the whole game.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, they could have got 500 yards rushing yesterday.
Easy, bro. Easy, because they playing 8D. They playing 7 and 8D.
Except for when they got stopped on 4th and 2. That shit kind of pissed me off.
It pissed me off.
4th and 2, motherfucker can't get two yards on these motherfuckers. Come on now.
Yeah, that's
but Milton attitude, bro, the way his attitude, I've just been paying attention to him and all his interviews and even post interviews like after the game and whatnot. Dude's super confident, and I feel like he was almost cocky because he was just chilling. Like he wasn't really like he was pressing. You know what I mean? He just chilling. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes going forward. But all I know is we definitely gonna run that damn ball, and that's what I'm excited about. And Milton gonna get his chance to do what he needs to do. You know what I mean? And I think he will do it, considering who his coach is.
Yeah. Hey, but we appreciate you calling in, Slew. We're gonna start doing these at the Saturday nights all the time, just a Vol Talk podcast, man. And call in.
Man, I love my Vols, so you know I'm gonna be tuned in.
Please, man, call
Yes,
in
sir.
the show and join the discussion with us, fam. We need educated Vol people, man. Appreciate you, my
Yes,
brother.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you, Slow.
Thank you, man.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you, Jack.
Yes, sir.
Hey, cuz we handle business. And closing to the Vol talk before we come back Saturday night after the Pitt game. What you got to say to the fans? What you got to say to the Vol Nation? To everybody who represent that orange, white, and that smoky gray.
Hey, we back, motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? Jack Boy, very optimistic. My boys look like if they can keep that motherfucking grind going all year, stay as healthy as possible, I think we're gonna make some noise. Everybody really counting us out. Ain't trying to show us no love. I like being an underdog. So, you know, I hope we can shock a few teams this year and make some noise, man, and get back to where we should be and where we belong in college football and in the SEC, man. Shout out to Tut Slew calling in, man. Shout out to anybody watching, man. Keep tuning in. I'm Jackson boys. We'll be right back at you next week, man, for sure.
Yes, sir. And peace, love, plenty of abundance. Represent that orange. Support these sponsors at the end of the podcast, and make sure you go get you some money.
Get you some money.